Hi CCC family, it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfy Crochet, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this cool wreath. This is a medium-sized wreath. It's not huge, but it's not tiny. This would be perfect for doors, windows, or for in your house for decoration, and this is all crochet. That's what's so cool about this. There's not a lot of materials needed either, okay? So let's get into our tutorial, but I want to ask you first, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notify me bell below if you haven't already, and please share. Sharing helps more than anything, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so on to our materials. So for our materials today, I am using a Hobby Lobby yarn. If you want the exact color I'm using, it is Spa. Okay, and it's I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. And then for the bow, I'm also using a Hobby Lobby yarn, and I'm sorry I've lost the little label for it, but it's this color right here. It's more of like a deeper red. Okay, and then I did use some twine for my bow. I put it I kind of sewed it into it, but you don't have to do that, but it's just basic twine. Also, for the actual wreath itself, for the ring that I use, this is about a 7 to 8 inch cross stitch embroidery ring, and I happen to embroider and cross stitch as well, so I have a bunch of these. So I'm using the middle of this, but you can use anything you want to put around this. Just remember, it's about 7 to 8 inches long. Again, you can make this as big as you want, as small as you want, just depends on the ring. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. Okay, so we're going to bring our yarn. I'm going to go ahead and make a slip knot with my yarn. And for beginners, this can be a little bit confusing how to work around the ring. But what you're going to do is you're going to hold the yarn over the ring like this. Okay, you've already got your loop on. And then you're going to go through like this, pull up, and then go through. Okay, so you've made a single crochet. That single crochet does not count as a stitch, because now what we're going to do is we're going to half double crochet all around this ring. Now there is no specific count that you need for this. You can do as many as you need. It does not matter, but you're going to half double crochet all the way around it. And what you want is you just want to do as many as to where there's not stuff showing through, basically. So you want them pretty close. And this is what you're doing. You're just half double crocheting all around this ring. Just like that. Okay. And then you can pull your stitches up like this. So you basically want it to look like that. You don't want them bunched up together. So you don't want them to look like this, where they kind of curl. You want them to be just a little bit separated, but where you can't see the middle through, just like that, okay? So now I want you to go ahead and work all the way around your ring, and then I'll meet you back up in just a minute. Okay, so we've worked all around our ring here. This is what it looks like. If you see a little space, just move it all around so it's exactly the way you want it to look, okay? And you might have to add another stitch or so, it's up to you. But then what we're gonna do is we're going to slip stitch into our first half double crochet, not that single crochet that we put in, just like that, okay? And now we're gonna start making these little leaf branches that go all the way around this, okay? And this is a little bit time consuming, I'm not gonna lie, so just sit back, put on your favorite show, and let me tell you, when you get this done, it's just gonna look absolutely beautiful. So what you're gonna do first is you're going to chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then you're going to go into the second chain from the hook. So right here, you're going to put a single crochet. Then you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then right back into that same stitch you worked into, you're going to put a single crochet. So you've made this little loop here. Then you're going to skip 1 stitch, go into the next, put a single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, go back into the same stitch and put a single crochet. And you've made another loop. Then you're going to skip a stitch, go into the next, put a single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, go back into that same stitch and put a single crochet. Then you're going to skip your next stitch, go into the next, put a single crochet, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then go back into that same stitch and put a single crochet. Then what you've got is 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches left. So you're going to skip your next stitch, go into your next, put a single crochet, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then go back into that same stitch and put a single crochet. So what you've got looks like this. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on this leaf branch, okay? So then you've got 2 stitches left. You're going to skip those last 2 stitches. You're going to go into your next stitch, okay? So your very next stitch, and you're going to put a single crochet. Then you're going to start another leaf, but this one is going to be a different size, okay? And these are the only 2 sizes we're doing. So now we're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, okay? Then you're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and you're going to put a single crochet. And you're going to chain 5 again. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back into that same stitch and put a single crochet. Then you're going to skip a stitch, go into the next, put a single crochet, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5, go back into the same stitch and put a single crochet. Skip your next stitch, go into the next, put a single crochet, chain 5, go back into the same stitch and put a single crochet. Skip your next stitch, skip your next stitch, go into the next, put a single crochet, chain 5, go back into the same stitch and put a single crochet. And now you have 1 stitch left, or 1 chain left. You're going to skip that. You're going to go into your next space here. You're going to put a single crochet, and then you're going to start that all over again. So as you can see here, you've got one that is way longer than your other one. So this one starts with a chain of 12, this one starts with a chain of 9, and then you'll start all over again. So then you'll chain 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then you'll go into the second chain from the hook, and you'll put a single crochet. Then you'll chain 5. Then you'll go back into that same stitch and put a single crochet. Then you'll skip a stitch, go to your next, put a single crochet, chain 5, go back into the same stitch, put a single crochet, skip your next stitch, go into the next, put a single crochet, chain 5, go back into the same stitch, put a single crochet, skip a stitch, go into your next, put a single crochet, chain 5, go into that same stitch and put a single crochet. Skip your next stitch, go into the next, put a single crochet, chain 5, and put a single crochet back in the same stitch. Now you're left with 1, 2 stitches there. You're going to skip those, and then you're going to go into your next stitch and put a single crochet, and now you're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then you're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and you're going to put a single crochet, and you're going to chain 5. Go back into the same stitch and put a single crochet. skip one, go into the next stitch, put a single crochet, chain 5, go back into the same stitch, put a single crochet, skip a stitch, go into your next stitch, put a single crochet, chain 5, go back into the same stitch, put a single crochet, skip a stitch, go into your next stitch, put a single crochet, chain 5, go back into that same stitch, put a single crochet. You have 1 stitch left. You're going to skip that. Then you're going to go into your next stitch, put a single crochet, and then you're going to start and repeat that process again. So then you'll chain 12 and do that one, then you'll chain 9 and do that one, and just repeat that all the way around. But this is what it's going to look like. So I just think that is so cool. It's so pretty. It just is so full and all the way around. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do the bow, okay? But I do want to tell you, when you get close to the end, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to go all the way around with this, but when you get close to the end, so right here is where we started. So we started right here with this chain of 12. You're simply just going to slip stitch back into the base of that stitch right there, okay? And that's how you're going to end. You're going to slip stitch, pull out, leave a long enough piece to work in your ends, okay? So now I'm going to show you how to do the bow. You're going to make a slip knot, and you're going to chain 60. So I chained 60, then I'm going to chain 2 more, and then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 into the 3rd stitch from my hook. I'm going to put a half double crochet. And then I'm just going to half double crochet all the way down. In each stitch, I'm going to put a half double crochet. Okay, so just keep putting half double crochets all the way down, and I'll meet you back up in just a second. Okay, so now we're at the very end of this chain of 60 here that we're half double crocheting into. We're going to do our last half double crochet, and then we're going to cut off here at the end, leaving enough to work in. And so this is what it looks like. It's just a half double crochet. Then I'm going to take my darning needle and I'm going to work in my ends here. For those that are new to crochet, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to work this in. And this is how you will work in all your ends whenever you're doing anything. So I'm going to turn this over to my other side. So this is the good side here, and this is the other side, like that. So I'm going to go right in here, and I'm going to work this in 3 times, going back and forth. So there's once, twice, and then I'm going to go back the other way to make sure it doesn't come undone. And 3 times is the rule. So there's 3 times, and then I can cut off the end. Just like that. And now for mine, I did work some twine through the, you can do that if you want. All I did was sew it in the middle. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half, and I'm going to literally just make a bow, just like this, okay? And I'm going to make sure that it's even. So I've just folded it into a bow, okay? So it looks just like that. And you can make it larger by pulling it out, okay? So this is just a real simple bow. And then I'm going to use my twine. I'm going to cut off a long piece of that. If you don't have twine, you can use yarn. You do not have to use twine for this. And then I'm just going to wrap this all the way around like this. Leave a piece here to work in. I'm going to work that in here in a little bit with my darning needle. So I'm just going to keep pulling that around the middle till it's as thick as I want it to be. And then I'm going to cut off here, again, leaving a long enough piece to work in. And then I'm going to fold this to the back. And I'm going to put my twine, or if you're using yarn, into my darning needle. It's a little hard to get twine into here, so I may have to cut it off a little bit. And then I'm just going to work this through the back here so it doesn't come undone. Now I'm going to leave a piece of twine, so make your pieces a little bit longer than I have, because I'm going to use this to work onto my wreath. Obviously, if you're using yarn, you can do the same thing again. So I'm going to go through on this piece as well, this side, and then I'm going to go back over here, just like that. Then I can pull this together, and you've got a cute little bow. Okay, just like that. Very easy, simple bow. And so then what I will do is I will use these pieces of twine to either, you can tie them on here or you can sew them on here. So let's say you've got your twine or your yarn. I'm going to use both sides. So I've got this side still on, and then I've got the other side, and then I would just work through here and pull through the edges right there, and then I would pull this one back through, and then I would knot it, and then I would either work in my ends, you could glue your ends, you could just leave them in a knot. It all depends on what you're doing. If you're selling this, then I would definitely decide to work in all your ends and possibly even put some fabric glue over it to make sure that it doesn't come undone. If this is just a decoration for your own home, then I would knot it and it would be fine, okay? But again, that's totally up to you. And that's all there is to this. Again, I took another piece of twine and I just made it really big, looped it around and knotted it. And then I make sure the knot's at the bottom, and then I've just got a loop at the top, okay? So that's what I did for my hanger for the top of the wreath. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to make it as easy as I could, but if you have any questions or you need any help, don't hesitate to ask. Also, if you're totally new to crochet and you have no idea what I'm doing, but you want to learn, there's a beginner video below that can help you with that. And if you need any help with anything, again, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. You can obviously comment in the YouTube section below, but you can also find me on all those other places as well. Okay, so I'll see you soon for another Christmas tutorial. Happy holidays. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.